Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews, of course a channel dedicated to reviewing quality at different price points. Today, I want to talk about this. You've probably already seen a commercial. You probably actually saw a commercial before this video, I bet. And that is, should you buy Dr. Squatch Soap? Now on this channel, I like to talk about quality at different price points. Sometimes I try to highlight something that is cheap, that is a good value. Other times I try to show something that is high quality, that may be more expensive. Today I want to talk about this soap because I think it offers a kind of unique value proposition for soap, and I definitely have some strong thoughts about this. Now, I don't know about you, but I see the Dr. Squatch commercials all the time. They come on non-stop. I see them multiple times a day, constantly. I don't know if you see them as much as I do. I'm apparently in their targeted demographic, so I get them constantly. And their commercials, I think, are really clever and they're really smart, but I also think they're really lowbrow as well. Now, for the record, Dr. Squatch did not send these to me for a review. I spent my own money and bought these myself. I bought one of their bundles to see what they recommended, and it was their Squatch bundle, which came with 3 soaps and then a soap saver, this wooden soap saver. You put it on there so your soap doesn't stick to the tub, which is pretty cool by itself. In the bundle were Crisp IPA, which now has been renamed to Grapefruit IPA, Pine Tar, and Deep Sea Goat's Milk. In their commercials, they talk about how they're better soaps than alternatives that you get by Big Soap. They say they're made with all natural ingredients and therefore better. They say they're handmade and therefore better. They say they're good for your skin, they won't harm your sperm count, and that women will absolutely love you for wearing these. Some of those points I think are really contentious, but ad campaign aside, what are the soaps like? First, let's talk about the scents. Now, scent itself is something that I'm really familiar with. I have another channel called Fragrance Bros. You can go up here and go watch that if you want to. I talk a lot about fragrances on that channel. So scent is something that I really know a lot about. And these 3 are okay. The best in the smell, I think, was their Crisp IPA, or now it's Grapefruit IPA. It smells a lot like grapefruit. It doesn't really have an IPA smell other than just the grapefruit. Apparently there's supposed to be hops in it. I don't really get any hops, any kind of hop smell in it. I'm also familiar with hops as a smell. I don't get that at all. I get grapefruit. The grapefruit smells nice. Next was the Deep Sea Goat's Milk scent. This one was okay. It didn't blow me away. It has a kind of salty sea type of smell mixed with some herbs. And I believe one of those herbs is like a sage type of smell. I mean, it's okay. It's supposed to have some goat's milk in here, and goat's milk kind of has a sour smell. I didn't really get that much of a goat's milk type of smell in this, thankfully so. But it was fresh and aquatic and nice. Kind of has just a nice familiar man smell, so that's okay. And third, by a long distance here, way at the bottom, was Pine Tar. Pine Tar I thought was not good at all. This one, it has kind of a pine smell, but really it just smells like those kind of handmade soaps that you can get at like a farmer's market, at a booth at a farmer's market. It just has that kind of natural smell in the bad way, and I didn't like this one at all. I just think it was very bad. I didn't get much pine in this, maybe a tiny bit. It just had this overwhelming kind of dark green type of scent. Not great. So scent aside, let's talk about the experience now. And the experience was not good. I did not like these soaps really much at all. The way that they advertise this is they advertise that it's handmade, and it definitely is handmade. You can tell right out of the box, it looks handmade. But more than that, it looks homemade. So right away, they just don't look good. They look like they were made in a hurry and cut in a hurry, and they just look very sloppy. The actual experience with the soap, I mean, they do the job, they clean you, but I found that these soaps were not very hard. Over time, they really melt really fast, and they don't last long at all. These soaps maybe lasted 1 or 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks tops. They did not last long at all. And if I'm looking for an expensive soap, I want something that is not just gonna disintegrate. And unfortunately, these really did. They just kind of melted away over time really quick. Now, they list the ingredients on the back of the box here, and I think that's really great that they do that. A lot of these are supposed to be natural ingredients, but I found that some of the ingredients didn't really make a difference that they were here at all. Some of them have of kind of some exfoliation type of properties. Maybe they put oatmeal in there or they put sand in there. The one that had the most exfoliation was the pine tar, which had oatmeal and sand in it. And I didn't find that it really did much at all. The sand really just kind of washed away and got sand all over my tub. The oatmeal was almost really too big to do any kind of exfoliation to start with. So whenever I just used this, it kind of just tickled kind of the softer areas on my body and didn't really exfoliate like it was intended to. Other ones like the deep sea goat's milk had oatmeal in there, but it didn't have much, again, so it didn't really do that much at all. There's just kind of flakes of oatmeal that would come off every once in a while. They were probably the worst exfoliating soaps that I've used in my experience. Now let's talk about the value. I think the worst part of this line is the value itself. There are some people who will want a natural soap. They want something that is not made with maybe harsh chemicals. They want something that is made all natural, or maybe they want something that's handmade. That's fine, but these are $10 a bar. This bundle was $29 for the bundle, so $10 a bar. But even at $10 a bar, for something that's only gonna last maybe 2 weeks tops, I think is a real ripoff. I don't mind paying more for something that is going to give me more in return. But I found that these soaps, they smell just okay. They don't perform well. They don't last long at all, and they look and feel homemade. I just don't think it's worth it at all for these. Nothing about these soaps or this experience made me feel more like a man, unless you think that being swindled is a manly trait, which I don't. Overall, I think this line is a big pass. I don't think it's worth your time. I think there are other soaps out there that are far better, even soaps that don't use harsh chemicals, that are gonna put things in there that are gonna be good for your skin, that are gonna last longer, and they're gonna smell better, and they're gonna just have a better presentation overall. I think this is just not good soap. I hate the idea of being pandered to by products that sell stuff like this. This is cheap. These don't last. It's overpriced junk, in my opinion. But besides the horrible value, besides the lackluster scents, and besides the kind of shoddy presentation, I think the whole ad campaign is despicable. I hate the idea of pandering to a community of people, in this case men, saying that these are manly soaps. And I like manly things. I like companies that are manly, but I like the companies that show manliness. I don't like the ones that pander to you and are demeaning to you and say you buy these if you're a man. I think that's despicable. I didn't like their commercials to start with, and I was hoping that they would win me over by their products, but unfortunately I would say Dr. Squatch is not a good buy. I would not recommend these to anyone. So definitely don't go with Dr. Squatch. Go with something that is a lot better. What do you think, guys? Have you tried Dr. Squatch? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love you for it. And click that little bell so you get a notification every time I make an upload. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Beast Made Reviews.